Using mental math, least common multiple, which is also known as LCM, is the smallest multiple that is shared by two or more numbers. So let's look at the first example. So it's recommended to Charlie to have his tires rotated every 6 months and change the oil filter every 4 months. If Charlie just got both the tires rotated and a new oil filter, how many more months until both will need to be done again on the same month? So we're going to use the first method, and we're going to actually just write out the multiples. So let's go ahead and do the multiples. So let's go ahead and start with write 6. So if we have 6, and we just keep going, we just add 6 to that. So 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. We can probably stop there. Now let's look at 4. We can go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24, and 28. And we'll stop there. And so the whole point is we're going to try to find the least common multiple between these two numbers. So let's go ahead and find where numbers are the same, right on top of the bottom. So the first one we come across, right, when we look at this, well, not 6, but 12, right, is in both. And then if we look again, let's do a different color, it's going to be 24. And if we kept going, we would have had more. So what this is indicating is that the least common multiple between them is going to be the 12, right? I mean, there's going to be other common multiples, but we want the least common multiple, right? So when will be the next time you'll have to get both of those things done again? And that will be in 12 months. He'll have to get both of those done again. So let's go ahead and look at the next example. So example 2. So it's recommended to Sam that his dog needs to be groomed every 8 weeks and have his nails cut every 5 weeks. If both were just done this past month, how many more months until both will need to be done again on the same month? We can use mental math by testing the multiples of the bigger number. And we can do it by dividing it by the smaller number. And we're going to see if that would be the least common multiple. So let's go ahead and do that. So if we're going to look at 8 weeks and 5 weeks, 8 divided by 5. Can that work? Did we get a whole number? And the answer on this one is actually no, we can't do that. So this second method, where you divide the larger number by the smaller number to see if we get to be where it could be a multiple of each other, is that it's not. So this one, 8 is not a multiple of 5. So let's go ahead and do multiples for both of these by using the first method. So we do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now let's look at 8. We have 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. So notice that the least common multiple between these is going to be 40. It took all the way to get to 40 in order for both of them to have a multiple of each other. And so really it's actually where we would go 5 times 8, or 8 times 5, we would have got to our least common multiple on this one. So the second trick, where you divide, didn't work out. But we could use always the first method to then look.